with that. Let's say I have a parent object. Let me go to the parent object, which is boat type. So the boat type is a parent object of the boat. So when we go to boat, we have the lookup to the boat type. Okay. Can anyone tell me how can we use this? I just want to pull the name of the boat type. Can anyone tell me how should I change this query to get the name of the boat type?
Sir, we can directly get by using dot.
Okay. So this is my API name of the lookup field. Should I use the API name or should I use the child relationship name?
Sir, child relationship name.
Okay. Okay, that's the catch. So we use the child relationship name when we want to pull the data from the child object. But in this case, the boat type is the parent object of the boat. So we can use the API name of the object. Uh, but you said that is correct. But in case of the child objects. So now let's say we have this boat type object as a parent. So what I can do is I can paste this API name. And since I want to access it as a relationship, it's not the direct base object, right? So I need to use the underscore R for the custom objects. For standard objects, we don't need to. And now I can write name of the field which I want to pull, which is name in this case. So now the query will return the name of the boat type, which is the parent object of the boat. Okay. And now if I want to access it, the same way we can access the name and ID, the same way we can access the parent object as well. So I'll add this here with type. Type is boat dot. So here we need to use this whole as a query, as a field, sorry. So the boat type underscore R dot name. So we can use this whole after this variable name, which we have provided here. So we are going to boat first, which is the record written by this query. Then we are going to the boat type, which is the parent object. And then we are getting the name of that parent object record. Okay. So now when we run this, you can see that the type is here, which is a pleasure boat for the sounder. And there is another boat which is Gallifrey Falls, and the type for it is jet ski. Okay, so let me go to the boat and let's check. So here we come to the sounder boat, which is the first boat, and here if we go to the boat type, we can see that it is a pleasure boat, which is a parent object of this boat. Okay, clear? Do we have any questions with the direct parent object fields as well, or are we clear? Okay. And uh, in the previous lecture on last Saturday, when we discussed about the child relationship and parent relationships queries, I gave you one limit about it, that how many child relationships and how many parent relationships can be there in the single query. Can anyone tell me what was that limit of the maximum child or parent relationships in a single query? Anyone remember it? No one? Okay. So we can have at max 5 level of child queries as well as 5 levels of the parent queries. That means I can write again a subquery inside of this boat reviews until it goes 5 level deeper. And the same way, I can use the same, uh, let's say the boat type underscore r dot. I can use the another parent one dot parent two. I can go like this till the 5 level deeper as well. So there is the limit of maximum 5 level, that is up or down. I mean, that is parent or child. The five limit, I mean, the five relationships is the limit. So let's just try to have one more level here. So on the board type object, we have a lookup for the user, which is created by. Okay. So I'll use this record. And in this case, so here, if you can see, the field name is the created by, and the API name of this field was created by ID. So now when we are accessing the parent object, we need to use the field name, which is created by, and then we can again name any field of the created by, which is a user. Basically, this is lookup to a user. So let me just pull the name of the user. So now what we are doing, we are first going to the boat record. From the boat record, we are going to the boat type, which is the parent of the boat. So in this case, we are going to this. Let us go to that. And now from there, we are going to the created by. So this is this my user. So when we go here, now from here, we are pulling this name. Okay. So let me go back. Now what? So have a boat, we have a boat type, we have created by, and we have name. Can anyone tell me why we didn't add this underscore r after created by? Why I have added here, I have added here, I have added here, but why not here? Can anyone tell me?
Basically, cause it's inside the sir custom object.
Um, yes, that is partially correct. Okay. To explain this, this created by field is a standard field. It is not a custom field. So the created by and last modified by fields are some of the fields which we get by default whenever we create any object. So there are some default fields that Salesforce has set up. Whenever we create a new object, there is a ID field, there is a name field, there is created by field, last modified by field, uh, last activity date field. So there are few standard fields. And as I said earlier, for the standard fields, we don't need to use the underscore r after it. So that's why we didn't use it. Otherwise, these all the fields, I mean, both type field, both reviews fields, this comment field is the custom fields. This name is not, this ID is not. So we are not using underscore c or underscore r after it. And for the custom field only, we use this. Okay. Now let's run this and see how it goes. Okay. Oh, so here we did a mistake. We didn't provide the variable name. We just directly use it. So we need to provide that from the boat, you need to take boat type, and from that you need to create it by take. And after that, you need to take the name of it. So let's run it again. So now you can see that the sounder boat was the type of pleasure boat, and the pleasure boat was created by my name. So that's how we can pull the multi-level relationship fields. So this is just two levels deeper, but you can go till the 5 level deeper as per the limits of Salesforce. You can review that and you can play around the queries within your playgrounds to check if how it is working and how it looks. And let's say I add one more child object here. Let's say I use this select ID from child1 underscore r. Okay. This is just a placeholder object I've used. I don't have this object actually. But can anyone tell me if I want to print out the records of this child, just like the boat reviews we are displaying? Can anyone tell me how can I use this records and how can I display it to the debug log? Okay, no one? Okay. So let's say we have this child object and we have this child object of the boat review. So there is a review and under that we have the child object as child1. So what can we do? We can inside of this boat review where we are traversing through each boat review, we can have a for loop here. We can write the name of the object, which is child underscore c, and let's say child and the child relationship name, which is in this case boot reviews dot child1. And after that, we can just print it out whenever we want to use it. Okay. So the same way we are pulling the boat first. We are storing the each boat in the boat variable. Then we are using the boat reviews to pull the first child relationship. And now we have this boat review as a variable. And from that, now we are pulling this child R from the boat review variable. Okay. Uh, are we getting it, or is there any other explanation we requiring? If you have any questions, please ask. Okay. 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 So I think we are clear up till now. How can we use the child records? How can we use the parent records? How can we access those records? And how we store those records? Okay. Now let's move towards the variable based queries. I think it took us very much time. We won't be able to cover all those topics in today's session, but yeah, we won't speed up because these are very foundational topics, and we need to make sure that we can understand it better from the very beginning. Now, let's say I want to use the variables within the queries. So there is no meaning of using like the static queries like this in the Apex. Like we don't need every time we don't need the same results. Let's say I want to search something from the boards. Let's say I want to run this query. Let's select ID from boat where name is equal to sounder. Okay. I want to run this query. So what I will do this like I'll create a list. I'll create a list of underscore C. I'll name it boats and I'll assign the value to it. Okay. But now I want to create, let's say, a Lightning Web component or something from the UI where user can select which boat they want to see. And I just want to return the data of that particular boat only. Okay. So in short, I just want to make sure that whatever data is needed, I just want to query those data. I don't want to query every data and then filter out what I need. Okay. my requirement here is clear that I only want the sounder boat and its information. Then there is no need to pull all the data and finding the sounder from it, right? So what we can do here is, let's say we create a variable. We are creating one variable that is a sounder. Why we created variable? Because it is not required that every time whenever I want to pull a specific boat data, it is not going to be sounder every time. Sometimes I use the sounder, sometimes I use some other boat. So there can be any of the boat. So basically this is the constant, but I cannot have the constant value in this query. I want it to change based on my requirement. I want to change it based on the name provided in the boat name variable. Okay, so what can we do? We can remove this static name from here. We can put this variable name. Now it is referencing to the boat name variable. But in order to use this variable, we need to use this colon as a syntax. So after equal to, we are using colon and the boat name, which is the variable name. So this can now return the boats which has the name as boat name, which is the sounder. So now when I run this query, okay, so you can see that only the name, which is ID and name is a sounder, is returned. And here, if you can see, we have assigned the name to the boat name as sounder. And now if I go back here and if I change the boat name, let's say we have, let's say we have this as a boat name. If I go back to developer console, let me add one system debug so we can understand it better. And now this time I don't want sounder. I want this boat to be returned. It is Geronimo. What I'll do, I'll just update the name and the variable, and that will be done automatically when I'll use some front end for the users. So the user will be able to select this boat directly, and I'll use that in this variable name. Okay, and now when I run this query, so you can see that the Geronimo boat data has been returned via the query. Now there is one, again, there is one more consideration that each time whenever I'm trying to pull the boat record and when I'm providing the specific name to it, like the Geronimo or the Sounder or any boat, it is only returning the one record, right? Because I only have one boat as per name. Like there won't be any different boats with the same name. So in this case, why should I pull all the boats and store it in the list? I can just store it in the single variable. So what I can do in this case, I can remove this list. I can make it a boat, but here it is still written in the list. So what can we do to just have one record written by this? We can apply the limit. We can apply limit of 1. So when we are applying the limit of 1, it makes sure that only one record is written from this query, and hence we don't need the list to store this record. Okay. So now we can directly use this as a boat, and we don't need to traverse with the for loop or anything. We can directly use uh, this boat as a single record variable. Okay, so when I debug this, so you can see that the single record has been returned. So what we did to just have a single record, we just applied the limit and we removed the list declaration. from this variable. Now, there can be a different, we can use a different kind of operators within the query that we already learned, that equal to is there, not equal to is there, there is a like operator. All those operators we can use within the query. But whenever we want to use the variable name, we need to make sure that with the name of the variable, we need to use this colon. Okay. Now, so this was basically the idea of how we use the variable. There is a lot more to go deeper inside of the variables. We have escape for the quotes. We have binding of the variable. We have database class for running the queries. And there is a lot more, but I think we cannot include everything in today's session. So we are just covering till the basics of how we can use the variables. So is it clear to everyone? Okay. Now, let me give you one use case then. So now let me go to the board record. Okay. Now I'm on the board record. Now I want to pull a boat which has been built in year 2003. Okay. So let's say this sounder boat is there. It was built in year 2003. And if I go here, you can see that this is the text, this is the number field, which is year built. So can anyone tell me that how can I query this in the developer console? What variable should I make and what condition should I add into this existing query? Can anyone tell me?
So, just like you mentioned the boat name, so we need
Okay.
to replace the boat dot name with the build year, and we can execute that.
Okay. So what will be the data type of this variable?
It will be the number.
Okay. So in Apex, we have generally the integer in place of number. Okay. And I should name it as boot year or year built. And I'm giving as 2003 here. Okay. Now what should I do?
Sir, now you have to just write the boat has underscore c as a boat field.
Okay. Yeah, it is there already. So
Yeah.
this is the existing query. Now
Yes,
what
sir.
should I change here?
So next, we need to write the name from boat underscore c where build year equals to colon build year limit 1.
Okay. Build here is equal to colon build here. And I can remove this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And now, okay. Should I delete it or anything else you want to change?
And sir, according to our system.debug, where we can mention right now boat return, so we need to
Mhm.
write the year build that we made the integer value here.
Okay. So you are saying boats dot build here like this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you think it will execute correctly? Do you think there is any errors?
Sir, I think board dot in the system dot debug we use board dot build here and we does not fetch is in the query.
Exactly, exactly. So how should I do that?
Sir, select ID name and build
Okay,
here.
okay. So if I add a comma and do this, will it work as expected?
Yes.
Okay, great, great, Amit and Gaurav. Okay, I'll just confirm the year built. Okay, yeah, it is correct. Now, if I execute this query, okay, there is an error. Message column and code. Oh, it is year built. Yeah, I'm going to just replace the field names. It was the wrong field name. And when I execute the query, we can see that the sounder and the boat built year, which is 2003, is returned as per the detail we provided. So yeah, that was basically it about using the variables. Now in the next sessions, we'll go deeper with the variable binding and how we can write the secure queries. There are also some catch that does using the variables, people can exploit our application and do some malicious work, which is accessing unaccessible data or unauthorized data. So for that, we have some guardrails. We'll discuss that on the future sessions. For today, I think this much was it. So if anyone has any questions, please speak up or we can conclude the meeting after it. Okay, are we good with it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Oh, uh, okay, great. And try to practice these queries and how you can do like multiple child and parent records, and how can we use the data to just display somewhere. So try those things and